In this video, I'm going to be going over my thoughts, my predictions for the NFC of the NFL. Let's get it. Yo, what up? Army ATC 22 coming back at you. All right, prediction times, right? NFL's this week. First game's on Thursday. It's going to be a doozy, too. The Super Bowl majority of people wanted to see. The Bills versus the Rams. They didn't get, but they're going to get the first game of the season. I think the NFL might have set that up on purpose, right? But this video, like I said in the beginning, like it says in the title, will be my predictions, my thoughts on the NFC. The next video is going to be going over the AFC. So, just again, disclaimer, these are what my thoughts are on all these teams this season, how I feel is going to plan out, everything else. So don't bash me too much, but it'll be good to look back, and I'll probably do an update maybe once bye weeks start or something else, when more of the picture is molding into the teams this year. So yeah, that's how we go. Starting off with the West, you have Seattle, San Francisco, Arizona, and the Rams. The Rams are the defending Super Bowl champions. You have to treat them like that. The best receiver in the league, Cooper Kupp, in my eyes, and Stafford still can swing the ball. They have the best defensive player in the league. That they bulked up a little more. They did lose Von Miller, but they still got Ramsey on the outside and everything. So I think still in the West, they are the team to beat. But San Francisco and Arizona should be right behind them. Arizona starting off 6 games without DeAndre Hopkins, but the addition of Hollywood Brown, the old Oklahoma connection that Kyler and him have. Hope we'll see how that plans out in the beginning of the year. They also have, Rondale Moore, the rookie from last year, had a little bit of spark. They lost Kirk, so we'll see how they pan out, right? And maybe they are doing decent by the time DeAndre comes back, and who knows what can happen. Kyler just, got his big contract. Let's see what he can do now. San Francisco. How that's going to play out is weird with Jimmy G, him as the backup role, waiting for his chance. I have a feeling at some point, like majority of commentators and sports people are talking about, you get one piece of information in the sports world. Everyone else talks about it like they discovered it. So you can listen to Mad Dog, you can listen to ESPN Radio, you can listen to everything, all the talk shows and stuff. They're all going to talk about the same thing. All got from, some information, one person's thoughts, and they just expand on it. So the main thought about Jimmy G is, he has a no trade clause, but that means he can decide, trade me to go somewhere else. And once one of those few teams that are possibly Super Bowl contenders need a quarterback, if their quarterback gets hurt, hopefully no one does, don't wish that on anybody, they could trade him to get him off, get out from those shadows of, being there on the team when Trey Lance is trying to take it over, and, don't know how that locker room is all going to be. But I have a feeling he'll be traded sometime this year. I do agree with the majority of people saying that once a big team has a lot of stuff around them and need that quarterback, their quarterback goes down, they'll bring him. They'll try to trade for him. Seattle's in the dumpster fire, so I don't see them really doing that well, especially Geno Smith. Shout out to 2013 products making a comeback. Geno Smith holding that spot down where Drew Lock gets a chance. Moving to the South, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Carolina, and the Saints. So this group is very, very wishy-washy for me. Tampa Bay, I can't not give them that division easily, honestly. The Saints are resurging. They got a better D. A few weapons, see how Jameis does. If he can not turn over the ball, they can probably do well. Jarvis Landry still, if he has a little kick to his step, they picked up Olave, another receiver that's really good from Ohio State. Michael Thomas is apparently not hurt, so see what they can do, right? But Tampa Bay still has all those weapons. Even without Gronk, they still have all the weapons. And Tom Brady's Tom Brady. I hate saying that, but he is. Atlanta, I don't think Marcus Mariota is going to do anything. I think they're just holding off. Ritter down the road, we'll see what he can do maybe for them if they drafted their quarterback. But I think they still need a lot of parts. Calvin Ridley not being there this year, being suspended for the whole year, that team just seems like they're going to be at the bottom. Because Carolina with Baker, I have a feeling he's going to come out and prove. I have a feeling he's going to come out and do decent. If CMC stays healthy, they have that running game. He's arguably one of the best running backs in the league if he stays healthy, and he hasn't been able to. Baker, game 1 of the season's going against the Browns. That's just nuts. It's like you can't script this stuff better, right, for the opening games of the season. So, I mean, like Seattle and the Broncos. Who this is nuts that this stuff just miraculously matches up, right? So, I see Carolina, the Saints, and Tampa Bay possibly all, duking it out. Depending on, I haven't deep dived into their schedules, their non-conference, schedule and stuff, who else they're playing. That could be a very interesting, dilemma between the three. I honestly think, after a few games, Baker Mayfield cards are extremely low still right now, and if you can buy some to possibly flip trade, to get some money into the card game, to get some more of your PC stuff, or if you PC Baker. I think right now is the perfect time before this weekend, honestly. Going to the North, I mean, you can't say that, Green Bay doesn't own the North. A lot of people say the Vikings are right behind them. Then you have Chicago and Detroit. Hard Knocks have been showing Detroit. I just love Dan Campbell's enthusiasm, the way he is. But sometimes when I'm watching that show, I don't see him as a head coach. Just the way he's interacting, talking and stuff. I mean, he has all the qualifications, but I just don't see that as a head coach in the NFL. I hope they do a lot. I do. Hope the Lions improve. He deserves that head coaching job. And Hard Knocks is one of the best shows ever on TV, showing the documentary of training camps and everything, and it's just been an incredible time seeing that. But like I said, Green Bay, I mean, even Aaron Rodgers without the weapons, it's hard to not be behind him. The Vikings, if their weapons stay, Dalvin Cook stays healthy, Kirk Cousins, he has all the targets out there. They just got Jalen Reagor too. Yeah, Thielen, Reagor. I mean, if he does anything, he hasn't done anything in Philly. And Justin Jefferson, the Vikings can be right there with them. Could possibly be a playoff team. Chicago feels it's going to see how he is, with lack their targets. The running game's not the strongest and everything. So that division, I believe there's a big gap between the lower ends and the higher end teams. But the Vikings could easily give the Green Bay a run for the money. And then ending up in the East, Dallas, Philly, the Giants, and the Commanders. Giants definitely in the bottom of the barrel. This one, everyone pretty much already knows that. This Danny Dimes, he's got to show up this year. If he doesn't, he's gone. He's got some targets out there. He doesn't have a lot, but he has some. Saquon, he's healthy again. So let's see what he can do. Hopefully, this year is like a redemption tour for everyone that's been hurt. Everyone that's been hurt, and people said they're done and they're over with, or they're just not producing. This is when they have to do it. For Dallas, Zeke. Dallas has the targets out there. CD, Zeke. They have Micah Parsons on the defensive side. Dak has got his big contract, so they need to do something. They need to show that they're making all this money. Dallas is spending all this money on these players. They need to do something with it, right? Because the team that everyone feels is going to come out of the division, a good bit of individual I've talked to, is Philly. Philly has got the targets. Philly has got they got A.J. Brown on one side, and they have Devontae Smith on the other. That's a tandem that's not hard. I mean, you can't take that lightly. The running game's not the strongest, but I think they're good enough to where they can give Dallas a run for their money for sure. The Commanders, I don't know if Wentz is the guy, right? I believe their rookie quarterback they drafted did get hurt for the season. I think I'm not 100% sure if it was them. It might have been Carolina's. But I don't know if Wentz is the guy. He had a year that he was good, and he got hurt the year they won the Super Bowl, right? And Foles had to come in, but can he do it with the Commanders? Can he do it with Scary Terry? Their running game is just all over. Shout out to the rookie running back that got shot, that is back, and he wants to play this year. That's a terrible situation. But yeah, so I believe the East. I think Philly will take the East. So for my predictions, coming back later down the road to see how wrong I was for these predictions. For the West, I believe the Rams are going to come out. The South, I think Tampa Bay is going to come out of there. The North, Green Bay, and the East is going to be Philly. So then you have 1, 2, 3. So you get 3 teams that are wild cards also, because the number 1 seed gets the bye. So my 3 wild cards, I believe, will be the Saints, the Vikings, and Dallas. Nope. The Saints, the Vikings, and Arizona. Dallas doesn't make it this year. But overall, in the end, this is hard. I honestly believe that Tampa Bay is gonna make it to the Super Bowl. For the NFC this year, Tampa Bay making it to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady's gonna go out and with a bang. I'm not saying that he's gonna win, but I think they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year. I think it'll be interesting to see how it ends up. I don't think they'll be the number 1 seed, but I think they'll make it to the Super Bowl. So yeah, there's my NFC picks. Comment down below what you think, if you agree with me. Get into some nice discussions about this, but I thank everyone for watching. This is something new that I want to do, something other than just cards, on the channel, like vlogging. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Go on all my other social medias, Instagram, TikTok. I'm going to start making more TikTok videos. I need to do that. And, of course, my YouTube here, where you're already at watching this. But I'm active on Instagram a good bit. That's where I get a lot of messages. It's hard for me to find messages on YouTube now. It's weird. A lot of stuff just on mobile, not so much on the computer. But I do appreciate everyone for still watching. If you've been watching for since 2008 when I started. I got some stuff in the works, some more things, maybe some travel or something to help with the page. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. I'll be posting it AFC. Deuces.